Lions CV from the, I think it's still called the Madjeski, is it? I might be wrong, but where it finished Reading 1, Millwall 2. Jesus, do you want to get my breath back, really? What do you think about that? Well, I wouldn't say I caught a game of 2 halves. I caught a game of 4 halves, really, because we started off really well, yeah? Really playing positively, attacking, good passing and all that, and then hey-oh, the normal mistake, something from the, again, puts them 1-0 up. Don't know what we're doing again. And then we got like the Keystone Cop for about 2 minutes before that goal because we didn't know what we was doing. They could have scored another one sort of thing, you know. So 1-0 down against the run of play, I've got to say. First up, we sort of like pitted out a little bit. And then into the second half, I don't think we had a clue. That first 20 odd minutes of the second half, I think Zahor looked jaded, tired, didn't look really interested in my opinion. Ben wasn't up for it. I think Williams and Woods was making. I get nervous with him now when he's in the final third with his back passes, too lethargic and gives the ball away and does silly things. We could have gone 2-1 down, but. Obviously, I think everyone watching, this is the fourth of the 4 halves of the 4 places of the game. I was saying is that when Matt Smith was introduced, it was a different ball game. We bypassed that midfield. Well, let's be honest, was doing nothing. Williams, Ben, and Woods were doing nothing. So, I mean, listen, people call it the Millwall way, the long ball, whatever. But we needed to do that against Reading because the midfield was non-existent. So as soon as we started pumping the ball forward to Matt and he's getting a knockdown, we look that much more dangerous. We can't, against certain teams and certain ways we play, them 3 midfields can't put a forward pass together. So it's got to be launched from the other half into their box for us to be able to do anything. And yes, great substitutions from the manager. I think it needed to be, but like I say, the midfield, their 2 players, I think the 7 and 14, were mustard. They would go forward now, that's backing up. But then, like I say, as soon as Zahor come off, like I said, it didn't look interested. And the midfield that wasn't getting the ball forward, we reverted to the long ball. And then, hey-ho, look what's happened. Matt Smith, the ever-reliable Matt Smith comes on, gets the equaliser, and then Bennett with a second. I thought, I'm in like dreamland, you know what I mean? 2 wins on a Saturday, on a spin. It's like London buses, they'll come along at once. But we don't, I think we're in the end of the day, I think we deserve the 3 points. Yeah, like I said, when we look at some of our players sometimes, it's consistency. Ben comes on the second half last week as a blinder. You put them in the team, they don't have the same effect. Matt Smith, whenever he comes off the bench, plays a blinder. But you put Matt in for 90 minutes, he looks tired after 60. It's consistency with our players. I don't know if it's a fitness problem or what, but listen, we don't often win here, do we? We don't often get anything from Reading, but listen, in the Omar asshole, we're all down doing a sort of like full-time reports. Yes, man of the match. Again, a man of the match. I do like George Evans. I think he's good. But I thought Malone had a good game again. And even Marlon, I think he had a good game today. Yeah. But yeah, when we're playing these teams, I think I've seen a bit of report of what Gary Rout said the other day about mixing it up and doing it. That's what we got to do. We had to do. We was getting nothing with the midfield today, so we had to do long ball. And like I say, pay dividends. I'm happy. I think all the Mill fans are happy. I think we're I said 4 points off a 7th or something silly like that. But anyway, from an happy Omar household, come on you Lions!